After 2 to 3 weeks, the custom CTi knee brace comes back from America, and we have this whole kit here. We have the 2 braces, stickers, patella cups, use and care manual. We've got some socks to wear underneath the knee brace, extension stop adjustment in case the customer needs extension stop adjustability, some gear guards or hinge protectors, wedge pads to adjust the brace, which we'll show you in a second, extra padding that adjusts the width of the ML, and a bag, of course, to carry your braces around. Very, very nice. Okay, the initial fitting of the CTi custom brace is getting the customer leg with a slight bend. Then we slide the brace on and we teach the customer how to actually fit the brace, where the brace has to be pushed onto the femur and into the tibial region, and that self-positions the hinge here, the depth of the hinge. So once we hold the brace in place, then we go through teaching the customer that this particular strap, the lower cruciate strap, or the one just below the knee, is the first strap to do up. We get that cinched down or snugged down, nice and comfortably. The way to tighten the straps up in any brace is as tight as comfortably possible. When you're a virgin brace user, strap tension is a bit of an arguable point, because people don't like too much tension on the body. So therefore, when you get it too tight, they complain. But the brace, a bit like a helmet that's on your head, needs to be snug and comfortable. So as tight as comfortably possible is the best way to describe strap tension. I always run a hand around the strap to make sure it's a nice even fit, and we get a nice fit with the straps on the leg. That's in the regular strapping system that is available here. Then we get the customer to stand up. First thing I'll do is make sure the customer feels snug across the ML width of the brace. That's the medial lateral width of the brace. Then with the leg fully extended, we want to make sure there's no tibial crest pressure down here on the tibial crest underneath the brace. There's padding in there and we can alleviate that padding. Then also we look at the wedging of the brace, either side of the tibial tuberosity, just here. We make sure that there's good contact in on the side of the tibia there to help stop the twisting of the brace. Because as we know, or we should know, no knee brace can totally stop twisting, but the way you adjust a custom brace helps immensely in stopping twisting of the brace, which tears the anterior cruciate and usually the medial ligament at the same time. Then we look to make sure on full extension that this pressure here is not too great. It looks a little bit great now, but when the custom is in its normal slightly flexed position, you can see how nice and comfortable that sits right now. When you're riding an off-road motorcycle of any type, your leg is not going to be straight. There's only some rare instances where your leg will be straight, so typically that's where it'll be, and it'll work through that range of motion. One of the aspects of custom fitting the brace, of course, is the feel of the brace against either side of the knee, the ML pressure. So with the brace, there's a range of padding that comes with it. Typically it's spot on right from the factory, but sometimes we've got to make some small adjustments. So we might add a pad on the outside. We might put a little Velcro spacer inside the pad, just to add a little bit of ML grip, because the important part of the leg inside the brace to have it as tight as comfortably possible, so it supports the knee, both in the wedging here and the grip of the ML, and of course the carbon fiber lateral arms on either side, and then the medial cuff around the inside there. Even this liner is made of Sencell liner, which really grips and stops migration of the brace. The kit of pads that comes with the brace is a range of very, very thin pads to slightly thicker to the thicker one that's fitted to the brace. And this is one of those adjuster little wedges or spaces, we call it, that go between the pad and the brace to give an extra little bit of width sometimes, so you can really fine tune that pressure either side of the knee. With the brace also, depending on the style of leg, and this particular customer had a lot of that curvature back or recurvatum or hyperextension of the knee. There's a few different names for it. And the brace has a range of extension stops that come with it, and you can adjust the degree from 0 to 40 degrees. And that extension stop is just in here. There's that light grey stop inside the hinge there, and that stops the extension of the brace. So when the leg comes to full extension, the brace comes to a stop to stop that hyperextension. When it comes to taking the brace off your leg, it's always nice as you take the brace off is to seal the Velcro back over. The Velcro catches dirt, lint, grass, all sorts of things, and it will wear out much quicker. The brace is designed to have little edges on these receptacle on the edge of the straps here, so you can grab the straps a lot easier, and again just to seal them over so that you can make the straps last. These straps will last depending on how much you use it. A pro rider gets 1 to 2 years out of a set of straps, usually 1 year because they ride up to 6 days a week, but the average guy that wears it maybe 40 times a year, he'll go 3 or 4 years with one set of straps. Take the brace off, we're ready to put on the patella cup and the gear guard. With the CTi Custom Knee Brace, you get 2 different styles of socks to wear underneath the brace. Now the underclothing is very, very important to stop any little rubbing on the skin. So you've got a very, very thin sock with elasticity at the top you can fold over to stop it migrating down through use. And you've got more a cotton compresso sleeve that adds a little bit of compression in both cases, but maybe a little bit warmer than the other one. But in the subject of wearing clothing underneath the brace, it's very, very important you don't double up the layers, because one layer will slide on the other one, which is very, very easy to have migration of the brace. The other thing with it is the normal skins or compression garment that people wear underneath are very, very comfortable, but you got to make sure that you're not too hot as well. So that's why maybe a small moto sock or a knee brace sock like this might be enough instead of wearing skins. So you've got many options. You've got 3 different options of what to wear. As you can see, when you're buying a Rolls-Royce product like the CTi Custom Knee Brace, you expect good quality. You can see that there's customization right from the word go, from when we measure the brace right through to the final fitting, all those different steps and all the different aspects that are covered during the whole process. Also, as far as the brace maintenance is concerned, you don't need to wash it very often. It's totally waterproof. There's no problem. You just maybe hose it down occasionally. Don't put it in the sun, hang it on the clothesline, out of the sun to dry, and that brace is going to last you a long time.